I just wanted to show you one of the ways I light my fireplace. It's really pretty easy. I take one of these little cups. I have these half pieces of paper here. You could pretty much use anything, a table napkin. I just roll it up like this, as you can see, and I put it in this cup. This is, most of the time this is used oil, but right now I'm out of used oil, so this is, all this is vegetable oil from cooking. I just fill up that cup about halfway with this oil right here. And that's how I make my fire starter. I don't use gasoline or kerosene or any kind of real flammable stuff. This is just non-toxic, regular old everyday vegetable oil. So now we're over here at my fireplace. I'm gonna open this up. I'm just gonna dig a little hole. You can see I like my fire like this all the time. I just make it so this thing will stand up. I put a piece of wood in there. This is basically just to hold my wood up. I put this little burning cup right next to it. I like the paper towel in there. And I take some pretty big pieces of wood here. This is no special wood, it's just wood is partly dry, or pretty dry anyway. Just gonna push some of these old coals over here towards this thing. And then I'm gonna set these pieces here. The important part of setting these pieces here is that you put them right next to each other, within about 1/4 of an inch or so of each other. So that fire can just barely lick up between the two of them. I'm going to put one more on the top. As you can see, I've used no special kindling or anything. I'm putting another one right on top of those two. So when that flame licks up through there, it'll be able to catch it on fire. Now you can see this is about a minute into letting this thing burn. You can see in there that little cup is burning, but it doesn't burn right down because it's got oil in it. But if you look here, the flames are starting to lick up through there. I'm going to shut it off, and then I'm going to wait another minute or so, a couple of minutes. Now this is about 2 minutes or so, and there you can see the logs are already starting to catch. I'm going to wait another couple of minutes, and then I'll start it up again. Okay, now we're in there. It's been a couple more minutes. I suppose maybe it's been 3 minutes since I put that in there. You can see the little cup down there is still intact, but it's got a nice flame going up there. Basically, you're making just a candle to light your firewood with. But you can see this firewood is plenty big. It's starting to burn pretty nice, and that's it. That's how easy it is to light your fire without kindling. I'm not saying you ought to do this. I've used this technique 1,000 times at least, and it lights the fire 99.99% of the time. Just don't be using fuel oil or gasoline or anything like that. Good luck. Be safe.